Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I want to share this story with you guys, and it's not a new story, but it's relatively new in comparison than the Holocaust. So the reason why I want to share this story is because Caucasoids are constantly, sorry about that guys, telling black people to get over slavery, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. This has happened in the past. Okay, so then we go to the Holocaust and we look at that situation, and it's always, remember the Holocaust. We're always having to hear about that, and here is an example where this guy is going on trial. He's 93 years old and going on trial for being a Nazi many years ago. Okay, so if we're supposed to, why aren't we seeing these slave owners or their descendants being held accountable for their terroristic acts on black people? For almost 400 years, black people were tormented, terrorized, murdered, raped, mass genocide even on black people for hundreds of years, where there is no one held accountable. We see descendants of slave owners living in huge houses and benefiting financially based on their terrorist acts, and none of them are held accountable. Even so, to the point where slave owners were given reparations for having to free their victims. Now, does this make any sense to you guys, where the perpetrator is given reparations for having to free their victims? Okay, that makes no sense to me. And yet on the other side, we're prosecuting Nazis, so-called Nazis. Okay, because the Holocaust was in Germany. It had nothing to do with America. That wasn't here. But we spend so much time and effort on the Holocaust, and yet we turn to these victims of slavery. Because if you're black, you're a victim of slavery. Because we would not be in the position that we are in right now had there not been slavery, had our ancestors not been ripped from their country and brutally terrorized, beat, murdered, raped, savagely. Had these Caucasoids not been doing constant attacks, even today, even as far as today, we are suffering from the hands of these Caucasoid demons. And yet they have the audacity to prosecute a man for something that was done in a different country. Okay, why have we not prosecuted one terrorist that had these victims in their homes, raping them, beating them, slaving them? None of them have been prosecuted. But we have the audacity as a country to prosecute someone that allegedly committed a crime in a different country. Let's see what what's going on with this. Because you have to realize first, the Holocaust was albinoid on albinoid crime. It has nothing to do with Black America. It has nothing to do with America, period. It doesn't have anything to do with us. So why are we wasting time, energy, and money on it? Because let me just tell you another thing. The Holocaust victims also got reparations. from America. So we have enough money to pay people that aren't even American, that like has nothing to do with America, for crimes that were committed, allegedly committed in Germany. We have the funds to, you know, give them reparations, but we can't give the victims of slavery reparations. No, we just can't even do that. We as a country, we can't even imagine even considering it. And this is how disgusting these Caucasoid demons are. This is why I say they're global terrorists. Even the whole act of the Holocaust, that's Caucasoid on Caucasoid crime. It's terrorism, yes, but it's stuff that they've done to each other. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with us in America. Why are we using tax dollars to even pay to prosecute some 93-year-old alleged Nazi? Like, really, we have money to just throw down the drain? Who cares if he was a Nazi? He's 93. How long is he going to live? But we have money to waste on holding a trial for someone that allegedly committed a crime in Germany. This is disgusting. Let's see what they're saying, though. I kind of want to hear their excuse.
On trial, charged with 300,000 counts of accessory to murder. German prosecutors are pursuing more than a dozen aging Nazis under a new legal theory that death camp workers can be held accountable for the Holocaust, even if they didn't murder anyone with their own hands.
But what about the death camp workers when they did the Holocaust in Alabama, with all the victims that were Black? What about those? Because we had a Holocaust here. We have concentration camps right here in America right now today. We have that going on today. But we're focused on something that happened hundreds of years ago that didn't even happen in America. Okay, this did not happen in America. The Holocaust is not Americans' problem, and yet we are spending money and resources on this. This is a waste of our money. This is disgusting. They need to start paying the victims of slavery, the victims of American concentration camps. Hold them accountable. They never want to be held accountable. They feel like they shouldn't be held accountable. They just want to benefit. They want to reap the benefits of slavery, but they don't want to be held accountable for it. They don't want to prosecute any of the camp workers here in America.
Mark Phillips is covering the trial.
Oscar Gruning now, a frail 93-year-old man with a dark.
This dude can't even walk. He's 93. He's knocking on death's door, but let's waste taxpayers' money to prosecute him. Let's do that. Because we want to set an example that the Holocaust, which was in Germany, which allegedly killed some Caucasoid people, let's set an example that that's wrong. But we'll just ignore the skeletons in our own closet. We'll ignore the millions of victims of slavery. We'll just ignore them. We'll just brush them under the carpet and pretend that didn't happen. And let's just focus on Germany instead. I can't with these people.
Past. Oscar Gruning then, a member of the Waffen-SS, the most Nazi of the Nazis, stationed at Auschwitz.
The most Nazi
Hetty
of the
Bohm
Nazis.
now, here on the right, an 86-year-old grandmother. Hetty Bohm then, a teenager deported to Auschwitz with more than 400,000 other Hungarian Jews, where the vast majority, including both her parents, were murdered. Oscar Gruning says he didn't directly kill anybody, that he was just a cog in the Nazi murder machine. But without cogs, machines don't run. Hetty Bohm will testify against him.
And yet again, we're not prosecuting these savage, evil slave owners. We're ignoring the victims of slavery. That was right here in America. We're going to ignore that. Let's focus on Germany. Like, this makes no sense to me. But you don't see a bunch of alt-right and nationalists complaining that we're wasting taxpayers' money to prosecute 93-year-olds. He's practically dead. He can't even walk on his own. But we have a lot of money to just focus on this. Let's focus on this. Let's prosecute an alleged Nazi for alleged crimes in Germany. Let's do that. So no one has a problem with this. I can't be the only person to have the problem with the fact that we're wasting taxpayers' money on this. Why am I paying for the government to prosecute an alleged Nazi that allegedly committed some crimes in Germany, when we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Caucasoid criminals running amok right here in America and we're not prosecuting them? We have the alt-right that's running amok. That's a terrorist group. We have the KKK that's running amok. That's a terrorist group. But we're not going to do anything. We have skinheads here, which is another terrorist group. But let's not focus on them. Let's focus on an alleged Holocaust in Germany. Let's just do that. I don't even want to watch the rest of this video. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. The only reason why I pulled it up, because I just need you guys to see that these Caucasoids are global terrorists. They ignore what they do. They have the money to pay reparations to us victims of slavery. They have that money. But they don't want to use it on that because they don't care. They don't care. They're happy about what they did. They spent 400 years specifically terrorizing the Black community, stealing our people and bringing us here. They spent over 400 years doing that, because I'm adding Jim Crow in with it. And yet they don't feel like they have any money that they need to invest on making right on that situation. But we do, on the other hand, have money to waste on alleged Nazis for some alleged Holocaust that happened a long time ago, and it didn't happen on American soil. So there's that. I'm annoyed by this. It's very upsetting when I see stuff like this, because it's a slap in the face. It really is. The American culture right now is benefiting so much on the victims of slavery's back. They're benefiting on it on a daily basis. They built this country on it. They built their wealth on it, and they still can't even man up and say, okay, we did something wrong. We victimized you guys. We terrorized you guys. Let's try to make this right. They've never done that. It is 2017, and they have yet to do that. We had a so-called Black president for 8 years, and he couldn't even bother to make right this situation. It's disgusting and it's angersome. I'm not even going to watch the rest of the video. I will, however, put the link to it in the description box if anybody else wants to watch this video about them wasting tax dollars on prosecuting an alleged Nazi that's 93 years old. That's ridiculous. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. What could this money be used to better American society without wasting it on prosecuting some 93-year-old? Like, seriously, give me a break. This is sickening. Anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos, and I will see you guys on the next video.